The ballroom shimmered with gold chandeliers and laughter. Everyone was dressed in elegance, clinking glasses and dancing beneath a canopy of roses. It was the wedding of the year. The only daughter of real estate mogul Charles Whitmore had just said, "I do." But in the far corner, away from the centerpieces and sparkle, sat a girl in a wheelchair. Her soft pink dress pooled like a forgotten rose around her feet. She was no older than 8, her hair pinned back in soft curls, but her wide blue eyes held something far older, loneliness. No one noticed her. Not the photographer, not the servers. Not even the bride, her cousin. And certainly not the guests swirling on the dance floor, busy with laughter and champagne. Until one man did. Daniel Hayes was there with his son, Max. He wasn't wealthy. He wasn't powerful. He had only come as a +1, a friend of the groom's brother, just someone trying to enjoy a night out with his boy. A single dad with calloused hands and tired eyes, still learning how to raise a son alone after losing his wife 2 years ago. Max, a lively 7-year-old, had been dragging Daniel toward the cake table when Daniel spotted her. The girl in the wheelchair. Alone. Watching the world like she wasn't part of it. Daniel paused. He looked down at his son, then back at the girl. And in a voice that cut through the music and glitter, he asked aloud. "Why is she alone?" People turned. Just briefly. Then turned back, brushing it off like a fly on silk. Daniel didn't brush it off. He walked over. Kneeled down. "Hi," he said softly. "I'm Daniel, and this is my son Max. Would you mind some company?" The girl blinked. Slowly. As if no one had spoken directly to her in hours. Her name was Ellie. "I'd like that," she whispered. Max beamed and offered her a cookie. Ellie took it with a shaking hand. Daniel wheeled her closer to the party. Closer to the music. Closer to life. And then, something beautiful happened. Max asked her to dance. The boy took her hand and spun around her chair, laughing, cheering, making her giggle like any little girl should. Daniel clapped along, drawing smiles from a few guests. A photographer noticed and snapped a photo. Then the DJ, picking up on the moment, slowed the music and dedicated a song. "This next one is for the real magic happening on the floor." One by one, people watched. Some looked away in shame. Others stepped forward, drawn in. The bride saw. Her cheeks flushed. She rushed over, hugging Ellie and whispering apologies. The groom bent down too, tears in his eyes. Even Charles Whitmore, the paralyzed CEO himself, wheeled to the edge of the floor, his hands trembling on his chair's controls as he watched his granddaughter belong for the first time that day. Later, Charles found Daniel on the balcony. "I owe you something," he said. Daniel shook his head. "You owe Ellie your attention. That's all." But Charles insisted. "Not with money. With something more." 1 month later. Daniel walked into a classroom he never thought he'd enter, as a guest speaker. Sponsored by the Whitmore Foundation's new program for single parents, started in Daniel's name. That day at the wedding had gone viral, thanks to a photo posted by the DJ. Millions had seen it. Thousands had written in. One moment of kindness had sparked a movement. 2 years later. Ellie wheeled across a school stage and gave a speech about inclusion. She held Max's hand the entire time. Her voice, once timid, rang with confidence. "I was once the girl in the corner," she said. Until someone asked why. And that changed everything. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Daniel, Max, Ellie, and Charles sat on a porch, watching fireflies dance. Family. Not by blood. But by heart. Because sometimes, the smallest act, asking a simple question, can pull someone out of the shadows and into the light. Kindness doesn't need an invitation. It only needs courage. And one person who chooses to see the invisible.